What's going on, baby? We know bars back again. And today we got a fire battle. Mike P versus Danny Myers. And what you think about this battle, bro?
Well, the second round.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Oh my
Mike P
God.
second round.
Bro. What?
That could be just 2 rounds right there.
Bro, I've been seeing a lot of people say that. Like, that one round was so good that we're just going to give them the whole battle. But me, I don't do mine like that. I don't think no round is so good to where you just automatically win the battle.
No,
so,
he didn't automatically win it from that round, but
that round was crazy.
that round can cover up for one of
that
his
round
rounds.
already, I can say what we in January. That might be round of the year. And we only in January. I'm calling it. That's top 3 rounds of the year, all year from every league. Top 3 rounds of the year. I'm calling it right now. Straight up. But anyway, let's get right off into this, man. First round, it was on Mike P. He came out. What Mike P was talking about?
Butterfly, he get tossed, sliced away, your cheek get lost, weekend boss, Deacon Frost, fight the blade.
Yeah, that was crazy, too. Mike P first was, well, it was crazy, bro. Go ahead. What else you got?
Expose the net like A-shaving.
I didn't really, that one was okay. I really, it was all right. Go ahead.
But, like, how he builds it up.
You like that?
Like, just how
really...
Did you not see how he was building up every one of them?
Nah, I feel you. I like the way Mike P do his thing. But it was all right. It was all right. What else you got?
Ambush on the pussy like 80s women, 380 lifting.
Nah, that was crazy. I liked it. That was, I guess because I know from that era, but that was fire, though. What else you got?
You that old?
I'm that old. Yep, something about like that.
Before they beat even starts, the baby spitting.
Nah, that was crazy. You didn't even hear that, did you? Did you get that?
Like before the beat.
Either way, hey, that was a fire bar, bro. I'm just messing with you, but that's a fire bar, bro. What else you got for Mike in the first?
How are you a god but can't tap into a bigger audience?
Nah, that was crazy, too. I like that, because the whole time he was like, Mike P, one of them dudes, man, he break you down. And, like, he was talking about Mike, like, the way he, like, he was talking about Danny, like, when he rap, how he yells over what he be saying. And it was, you got to watch it, man. It was crazy, though. So, yeah, so that's all you had for Mike in the first?
Yeah.
So, Mike first, it was solid. It was a solid round. It was a good round. And Danny, he came out, and he said, the minute they gave me Michael Myers, I knew I was going to cut up. That was crazy. I like that. Any Michael Myers bar, I fuck with them. Then he said, the fact that you getting gunned down right here tells us you chose the latter. And that was crazy because he brought up a whole scheme about how if he was on King of the Dot, he would be one of the top dudes, but he stayed with URL and he really just eyed, and that was crazy. And then he had, they gave me Long Island after I iced tea. That was crazy. I like that, bro. And it might be because I like Long Island iced teas. Them shit be fire. But that was crazy. Then he said, we'll beat them with the studio equipment and give them sound advice. You know how crazy that is, bro? Like, that was crazy, bro. So, Danny, I don't know. Then, he said, this year Smack can't have Gnome with no me. I like the way he put that together. That was crazy. Gnome and no me, like, that was crazy. Then he said, we followed you to Long Island with a few more silencers. I need something the size of a hockey stick for this New York Islander. That was crazy. And I don't even watch hockey like that, but that was crazy. And Danny had a good first, bro. That's what I have for Danny for the first. Well, my highlights, but he had a lot more shit than just that. But
oh yeah, they both did.
Yeah, they both had a lot of shit, man. But I'm gonna give Danny the first. I just thought he had a little bit more. I thought his energy was a little bit better. So I'm gonna give Danny the first. Who you giving the first to?
I don't know because
was it that close to you?
Yeah,
it was close. It was close as hell. It was close. I'm gonna give Danny the first. I just feel like he had more in the first. Yeah. I really do. So what you can't come up with one?
I'll take Danny in the first.
All right, bet. Now let's get into the second, man. Now listen, man. When I say somebody left Earth, this is the furthest they've left Earth and since we've been doing this, bro. Like, bro, go ahead, man. Get into Mike P second, bro.
Basically, his whole second was talking about Danny's wife.
And the way he put them
drugs,
like, and the way he put them parallel, like he took everything that she was doing and put it with what he was doing. And you know how Danny he led a parallel universe, so the whole round was just like when the round started off, he's like parallel, like Just think about this before I even start this round. And he did the entire round off just that. Do you know how hard that would be? Do you know how crazy that is, first of all? Like,
And
bro.
Mike P even said that he went through battles and battles just watching them.
Yeah,
to get all of
bro,
this.
you had to do some research to come up with that second round. I mean, that second round right there was godly. Like, it was different, bro. It was just totally different. But what's up? What you got?
You and her battles correlate. Talking about her drug.
Yeah, and then his battles, yeah.
And is she a bar god?
Yeah, that was, oh my God, bro. Mike P, what did he do to you, bro? I mean, bro, you act like he took your girlfriend back in high school or something. Like, you been waiting on this, boy. Like, man, the way he talked to his soul, my G. Like, Danny Myers probably felt bad after that round, bro. I bet he went back to the hotel and was like,
you didn't see him whenever he started talking, like, his whole energy was just like,
yeah, he was like, but he talking that shit. And Danny couldn't even though he was the one battling him, he couldn't even, like, he was like, this shit is crazy. Like, how am I even gonna come back from this, bro? Like, this is crazy. But go ahead, what else you had
the
for him?
12-step your bitch.
Yeah, that was crazy too. That was crazy. I like that. What else you had?
You don't believe in a parallel universe, Danny. You are in one.
Yeah, that was wild. That was crazy as hell. And the whole, man, during Mike P whole second round, Smack Face was just like, yeah, I got to start booking Mike P a lot more. Mike P he on one right now. Like, dude, we going to talk about this round years to come. Go ahead, bro.
That was it for that one.
That's what you had for this whole second?
Yeah,
Man,
I want them to go back and watch this.
Yeah, y'all gotta watch that though.
Only
y'all gotta
the second
watch
one.
that.
Just
you
watch
gotta watch that second round from both, because Danny did come out with a rebuttal right at the beginning of the second, and he was like, he said something to the effect of like your criminal record. My wife's been clean for years or something like that. But it was alright. It was alright rebuttal for as strong a round as Mike P had for him to even try to come out with a rebuttal. I commend him just for that, bro, because a lot of battle rappers never would have came back from that second round. Then he had we created hip hop and gave y'all the guest account. I thought that was crazy. And then he said, I'm a GP. He said, I'm a GP and I sleep your ass on GP. In the West, niggas still keep in the West, niggas still next to the 40 like GP. That was crazy. It was so many GPs now I kind of got. But that shit was crazy. I like that wordplay, bro. And then he said, then he started fucking with Mike, because you know how Mike, everybody say he need to be on the main stage. He need to be on a lot more of these, the big cards, not these little small room events. And he was like, main stage Mike, huh? He said, this looked like the app room to me. That was crazy, because making it known again, like, you still in a small room, bro. Like, but Mike, I think, man, he finna be on a big stage.
Yeah,
bro.
after
this
that
right
second
here,
round.
man, he finna be on a big stage. Then he said, Mike, stop it. This ain't the NBA and you ain't white chocolate. I thought that was crazy. No, that right there was crazy. And then, bro, like I said, man, Danny, he came back in the second, bro. And for him to do that after that second was just crazy.
But there was no way to catch up.
Yeah, it was. You weren't beating that second round.
Yeah.
You weren't beating. But he gave a good fight, though. So, we're going to put that. It's 1-1 going into the third.
Oh, yeah.
It's 1-1 off top going into the third. Now, some people think Mike's second, it was so good that he won, which it could be in some people's eyes. But his third was so short, bro.
It was short, but
I was like,
that second round could just cover for it.
But if he would have finished off strong, like off that second, man, you would have put him to bed. Like, this wouldn't even be a debate. Like, this would just be. But what you had for Mike in the third, bro?
Okay, first he started with the whole girlfriend thing with the URL.
Yeah.
Talking about how they don't.
Yeah.
And he's right. They should not have him in this small event.
Yeah, for real. Mike P got to get a little bit more respect, man.
And then stomach shot, bang. He got the four beside him. Bang, 60 minutes to live. I know Dan would rather have his correspondent.
That Dan Rather bar was fire. I like that. What else you got?
You just turned 40. I just turned the 4-5 and gave you 5 feet.
Now, that was crazy, too. I like that. What else you got?
I'll make somebody night live if Dan wrote it up.
And see, that's what I'm saying. Mike was going, bro. He was going off in the third, too. At first, I was like,
oh, yeah, at the start.
This man finna
and then
double up on Buddy. and then it just
He
stopped.
had one of them
It was
Cassidy
like,
rounds
yeah, it was
where he
like,
starts off strong and then
yeah, it was just over. I was like, what? But go ahead.
you're the most mid-tier battle rapper we've been graced with.
And that's some boy. That's ooh boy.
And
Hey,
then
he had some man. He was hitting Danny where it hurts, bro. Like everything he was saying to Danny, he wanted it to hurt, and you could tell. And Danny, his third man. This is why I give Danny the battle 2-1. Danny come out, and automatically Danny start talking about his old girl and the kids. Mike get kind of offended, kind of tell him chill out. I think he told him to chill out because he thought he was gonna start talking about his kids, not really the girl. I think it was because he thought he was gonna start talking about the kids. But I thought that was kind of gay because it's like you just talked about his wife, so really anything goes. You know what I'm saying? So unless you put the kids in the contract or something, like just chill. And but he came out. He said he was talking about old girl that was with him. He said anytime you wife a slut, you fall. You should have got Ghost Dad. You know how many niggas walk through them walls? That was crazy, bro. I was like, he coming right out on her ass. Like, I was like, he must have knew he was gonna talk about his baby mama because he was loaded on this girl. Then he said that pussy got more miles than Smack Passport. That's crazy, bro. Like, do you know how many miles Smack Passport got? Like, bro, he it's like he knew he was finna do it. Like, he came out wilding on Buddy. And then he said, bitch, you heard I'm fighting to get my kids back, and you look like they social worker. That was funny. That wasn't even a crazy bar like that, but that was just funny as fuck, bro. Then, I don't know what this was. It's new. I've never seen it before. But Danny Myers and Jerry West did some virtual reality thing where he was supposed to be in Street Fighter, and don't do that no more. Don't do that no more. That was awful. That was awful. The bar would have been crazy without the whole Jerry West coming out like he playing the game, and it still would have been crazy. But at the end of the day, I got Danny Myers 2-1. Close battle. If you want to give it to Mike P 2-1, I ain't gonna argue with you.
I have to give it to Mike P 2-1 just because of this.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I ain't gonna argue. I don't blame you. Like I ain't gonna argue
do not believe that we're gonna see another one like this in like the next 2 to 3 months.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while before we get a back. Yeah. We might not get another round like that to like a Loaded Lux and Sue Surf or something crazy. But for this to be a small room event and he give a round like that,
like that should have been on the main stage.
Hey, applause to Mike P, man. Get Mike P on that main stage. Smack. Get Mike P on that main stage, bro, because Buddy working.
Like,
Buddy working.
That one round should have been on the main stage, not in that small room.
Real talk. So, y'all make sure y'all watch the battle, man. Subscribe, man. Like the video, man.
And comment.
Comment, you know what I'm saying? And, hey, we'll see y'all on the next one, man. Peace.